There has been a lot of news recently about England and Union Jack flags popping up in streets around the country, and plenty of debate about whether the flags are a good or bad thing. So, what's the deal with the flags, and where have they come from? The movement is thought to have been started by online groups encouraging people to bring patriotism back. Patriotism means to support your country. A lot of people waved the flag in support of England's Lionesses after they won the Women's Euros, or when Victory in Europe Day was celebrated earlier this year. But the recent flags that can now be seen lining major roads and in many towns and cities aren't to do with a particular sporting event or special occasion. Supporters of the flag say that they are a display of national pride, and they simply celebrate being English or British. But their appearance has coincided with a summer of anti-immigration protests outside hotels that house asylum seekers. Many of the protesters are against people settling in Britain if they weren't born here, and they are often seen holding England or Union Jack flags. Some councils have taken down the flags, saying they can be a health and safety issue, and one council has removed them because there were reports of people feeling intimidated by them. So, why are some people feeling upset by seeing flags on their street? We asked Dr. Krish Kandaya, who runs a charity that helps refugees who fled danger or war in their country.
Now, the flag is a beautiful thing. It's a symbol that connects the English nation together, but it wasn't always such a positive symbol. When I was a child in the 1970s, there was a group called the National Front, and they were quite angry, particularly at people like me, people who are brown or black. And they used to chant some pretty horrible racist things and wave the flag. And so for some of us, that memory of the St. George's Cross is hard to forget when it's now being raised again. This campaign comes at the same time that there are a lot of protests outside of asylum hotels. And so because people were protesting wearing the white and red of St. George's Cross or waving that flag, people are associating this revival in flags being put up around our towns as a way of saying that they are supporting the anti-immigration campaign. It's very difficult to tell, but a lot of people have begun to feel a little bit worried, a little bit nervous that these white and red flags are actually encouraging people to be inhospitable to people who are from another country, or even just angry at people who don't have white skin. In fact, some people have come out onto the streets to protest against the protests. So they've said, look, we don't want to chase away asylum seekers, we want to make them feel welcome.
Refugees are welcome here!
I think we need to be quite sensitive to people who are worried or nervous about the St. George's Cross being put up and ask ourselves, well, what's the context? Is this encouraging people to live well with each other, or is it encouraging people to hate one another because of where they're from or because of the colour of our skin?